Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. If you're watching this, that just means you're joining me for a walk. It's really beautiful out. Not sure, you can probably notice the sun's out, but above me, it's a lot of blue sky, a few clouds, but otherwise, it's beautiful today. So, you're joining me for a walk. Not sure how long this video is going to be. Just probably we'll talk a little bit during it. But, so I don't know if any of you have had this experience when it comes to medication, but so I got my new medication yesterday, and one of the medications I was told has this sleepy effect to where it can put people to sleep or make them feel sleepy faster. But I took that medication last night, and I'm telling you, I fell asleep so fast. And I'll be honest, this is probably the first time that I've had a decent night of sleep. Like, I usually don't sleep very well for a number of reasons. One of them being that when you hear voices 24/7, just nonstop talking, it's very hard to sleep when you're constantly being, yelled at, screamed at, yelled obscenities at. Like, you can't really sleep during that, but then you have the visual hallucinations that make it hard to sleep. And there's some schizophrenics like myself who, even when we close our eyes, we still hallucinate. So there's that. And then, of course, you have the paranoia and the delusions that can make it hard to sleep, especially if you feel unsafe for no reason. Like, if you don't have an actual good reason to feel unsafe, you just feel it because of your illness. That can make it hard to sleep. But last night I slept for the first time in a while. It was good. I felt a bit energized this morning, and I felt, I don't know how to describe it, guys. I felt refreshed. Is that the right word? Yeah, refreshed. But it was a good change. But yeah, that's just what I noticed with the new medication, is that they're not kidding when they say that it can knock people out sometimes. That's for sure. But otherwise, that's about the only change, really. I've had a couple of job interviews this past week that didn't really turn out very well. I love motorcycles. That was a beautiful Harley. That guy had his girl on the back. She was enjoying it, letting her hair fly behind her. Oh, she was enjoying that ride for sure. But jobs. I've had a few job interviews this past week, yeah. But they didn't turn out great. Sometimes during the interviews, I haven't been great at interviews over the past couple years. That has to do with my illness in itself. I get very stressed out during the interviews. I have racing thoughts. The voices I hear get in the way of me doing well in interviews. And so when I get asked questions, I get confused. And then when I get asked questions, I can get distracted by what I'm hearing or seeing. So these past couple of interviews, they didn't really go very well. At least I don't think they did anyways. But yeah, so I had a couple of interviews this past week. There's that. I wish I could work. I honestly do. I wish I could be a productive member of society, like they say. But as a schizophrenic who's also an alcoholic, who's an addict, who has substance abuse issues, drug addict complications, but working is difficult sometimes. So whenever I've worked in the past, it's been stressful. I have seen myself maybe last a month, maybe 2 months at the maximum, and then I start falling apart. Just after a month, I start falling apart, so where it's too stressful, too much anxiety, My symptoms elevate, increase from 5 to a 10 out of 10. Like, it gets really bad. So working is just not really, it's not mentally or physically possible for me. I wish it was, but that's just not in my cards per se. So yeah, but I mean, I have been looking at jobs recently, at least for part-time, even as for like 15 hours a week, or at most 20 hours a week. So at least it's like 2 or 3 days a week, just so I can get a little bit of extra income, because disability doesn't pay enough. It basically just pays you enough to have the most simple living standard possible, to where you have just enough food to get by. When I say get by, I mean just to get by. You know, you pay your rent, you pay your phone bill, you pay your Wi-Fi, internet, whatever, but they just pay you enough to where you're just the little step above homeless, to where you're not homeless, you have a place to live, but you still are living in a manner to where it's not as comfortable as it should be, because you might be lacking when it comes to food or resources or clothes, you know, those kind of things. So it's still difficult even with disability. But like I said, I'm looking for work. I am. Let's see, what else is new that I can tell you guys about? You guys know about the medication. I'm on medication. It's been 1.5 years, almost 2 years since I've been off it. Or about 1.5 years. Actually, not 2 years. That's a lie. So, sorry guys. It's been about 1.5 years, I think. So, let's see, what's new? Therapy. In the past, I've mentioned in a lot of my videos that in a lot of my videos that medication and therapy never worked for me, which is true. That in the past, medication never actually helped me as much as I wanted, or as much as the doctor said it would, and I felt that I was either the same or worse even when I took medication. But I'm gonna see. I'm taking medication as of last night, so we'll see maybe if I can just get the right cocktail, the right drug that helps me, the right prescription that fits me and allows my body to work the way it should, or that allows my brain to not be as fucked up as it is. But therapy. In the past, therapy has never really worked for me, but I am going to give therapy another shot. I think a big part of why I want to give therapy another shot is because in the past, I held a grudge against it. Like, I really just didn't like it. And so when I tried therapy, I allowed my preconceived notions, my grudge, I allowed my negative thoughts to get in the way of me actually allowing therapy to be beneficial to me, if that makes sense. So it's like I kind of went into therapy with the outcome already decided before I even tried. I think that's a better way to say it. So this time we'll see if therapy is beneficial. I don't know, but we're trying. We are trying. That guy's cool. He lives at my apartment building and makes amazing food. But yeah, so that's kind of the new stuff for me. But anyways, guys, enjoy your day. For me, it's very beautiful, as you can see. Beautiful day. I just want to say that I love you guys so much. Each and every one of you is very special to me. I love you. Your life matters. You're important. I don't care what country you live in. I don't care what religion you practice, what you believe in. I don't even care about your gender identity or pronouns or what you call yourself. At the end of the day, I'm commanded to love you as Christ loves you. I'm commanded to love you as Jesus, my Lord and Savior, loves you. And that's unconditionally. And so for me, what that means is I might disagree with you about something. I might disagree whether it's politics, religion, or just anything else. But even if I disagree with you, I'm still commanded to love you and be there for you and be here if you need me, whether you call or text me or message me. That's what I'm commanded to do, to love you like he does. So I'm trying. Anyways, guys, 10 minutes. So I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Love you.